gold making stream where I shall be focusing more on my enchanting and selling off some of the stuff that Gumdrops kindly gave me the other day. And I also managed to get myself a whole load of silk, which was really good because the market had been reset on that earlier. So it'll be nice to have some more silk. Let's have a look what's in the mailbox first. I have been on recently, so I'm not expecting a lot of sales. There we go, 15,000 just on 4 enchants. Now I can test out my restocking crafting operation I've just done a video on. Let's do a cancel scan first. Got a feeling this is going to be pretty big. Now I've got loads of stuff on there. Oh. Auction has been bid on. Interesting. Not had that before. It's actually had a bid rather than a buyout. Okay. I'll leave those to run. What else have we got? Let's have a look. Leave that scanning and see what comes up. Right, 107 pages, so quite a lot. Whilst that's going, because I've got all this silk, now I was going to make sure I've got my banker gear on. I was going to make a load of braces, but then once I cancel this, I'll need some space in my bags, so I better do one thing at a time. Let's get this cancelled first, and then I can go through and make my braces, because that will give me some bloods, because I'm down to 10 bloods at the moment, which isn't too bad. Like my Windows not updating, which is kind of weird. Let's just check that actually worked. Yeah, it worked. Probably just wasn't updating my user interface. Let's pick up all of these bits and pieces. Mainly enchants. I've been undercut on. I actually sold one of my imbued silkweave cloaks earlier. I've now got 3 left. That was a nice sale. Haven't had that in a... Well, I haven't had any. I thought I'd put them on to test, and one of them's finally sold. Right, post scan. Yeah, now it's displaying properly. Must have been just a glitch in the matrix. So what have we got? Everything's okay in terms of the enchants. That glowing backdrop band is not a decent price at the moment. How's that looking? So that's at 27% of market value, which is why that's not going on. Anything else we missed? Right. So put those on. There we go. Now I've got a lot of silk to make, but I want to just check my restocking option. So now if I was to look at this manually, I'd expect to see 1 agility and what else have you got here? We've got a few extra bits of... We'll need a couple of trained soldiers. Critical strikes, haste fine, mastery's fine. So I would expect I now do TSM groups restock. So we've got a Mark of the Claw, 2 trained soldiers, which I'd expect because I've got 2. I've just sold that one. One binding of agility, which is correct because I've got just the one there, and the rest I've got already. 1 Mark of the Claw. So next I must have on a make 4 operation. Let me just check that. Groups, neck enchants, operations. 2 of each, that should be. View operation options. So are we making another one because I've been undercut on those, I wonder? Why are we asking for another Mark of the Claw when I already have 3 on? That could be interesting. Ah, we've got a bidder on these. I remember I had the bidder on those. So effectively, those have sold. So according to TSM, those have sold because they have been bid on. We're just waiting for the actual sale to come through. So that makes sense. So there is just 1 claw there. And mastery. Yeah, look at that. There's 4 bids on those, which leaves us with these 3, which means that's correct. So my operations are working, which is brilliant. It's worth checking those and at least understanding what's happening. So let's make those. So that's a lot easier just doing that rather than doing it manually. So let's do a post scan. And those can go on. That's those enchants done. Now let's have a look at our braces. A load of braces we need to make. So let's have a look. What have we got? Silk weave braces. We can make 52 of them. Is that because I've only got... Yes, I've only got 52 runic catgut. So I'm going to have to go off to Dalaran and get some more runic catgut. At one point, I heard a notification through OBS, but nothing's come through on my stream, so I'm assuming that's possibly a follow that came in that I didn't spot. I'll have to wait for the chat to come through to spot that. No, nothing. Yeah, I had this the other day though. This one. Yeah, there we go. Hey Zephyric, welcome to tonight's stream. We were just wondering where the chat had gone, and there you are. Thank you for putting our minds at rest. Right. So whilst we're doing this, can I also do a shopping? There we go. Let's have a look. Auctioning, shopping. No, I don't think. I think we've cancelled our braces whilst I do it. Let's just do one thing at a time. There we go. Right. Let's fill up with braces. And then I can disenchant these. If I try and do too many things at once, I think I end up messing around with my scroll wheel too much. So we've got 3 of my fellow enchanters stroke tailors on at the moment. Ah, here comes the follows from my bot. Thank you for the follow, Zephyric. Nikki Blue, The Soundry, Mr. Letum, Ignis85, Krasmanian, Lomemis, Wizzy K, Bob Green, Lethanos, Garg, Shah3D, Cybec, Orak, Dimmon, and Kylie, I think. Welcome everybody who's followed me. Obviously that's since the last time I was online, so that's not, I don't think you're all online right now, but thank you for the follows. Right, that's all my braces done. So let's go do a control disenchant of all of these. Might as well get them going and hopefully stock up on some more bloods. That's the thing I've been sorely lacking. I've not been able to do silks in quite a while. Ah, here's my first blood. Excellent. Got loads of chaos crystal. Slightly running low on ley lights. So this will help stock that up. My prices aren't as great as they could be for silk. What are we on? 517. I'm going for anything under 6 at the moment, just to try and keep myself in profit. And another blood, excellent. I will have to go up to Dalaran to pick up some more runic catgut. What else have we got? Got a purple coming in. It might be a chance of a chaos crystal. Another. I've heard this many times, Efric, apparently, that the high pop servers, the crafting profits are really quite negative. I mean, I guess if you could try and find decent prices for your Arcana, Leylight and Chaos Crystals, you might be able to make a small profit, but yeah, I'm extremely lucky to be on this low pop server where I do actually make sales and the profit margins are huge by comparison. So the profit margins for me are in the 1,000 to 2,000 range, whereas I know a lot of people are getting it in the 50 to 100 range, or in, like you're saying, in negative, which that's not ideal really, is it? I mean, it all depends. I mean, I did lose out on some profit with my silk prices being less, which I had earlier, but because someone had reset the market to them all being over like 8, 9 gold. But luckily, there's a good supply, so there's another 200 stacks there of silk, which I'll buy. Now I'm going to leave that stack of 2 on to try and keep that price low, and then let's take that stack of 17 and that stack of 20. Hello, Fluffmorn. And chaos crystals had gone down really low earlier. I managed to pick up a few bargains there. There's still one I've left on at 150, hoping to catch someone undercutting there. So I'll leave those on for now. And then I need to go get some more runic catgut. So a quick trip up to Dalaran, and then I can pick up some runic catgut. I mean, I guess the other thing you can have, your small gold cap, 500k today. Wow. 500k is a nice number to have, definitely. Congratulations. Right, here we go. Tailoring. In here, let's just put my frame rate on so I can see how much it's lagging. Now, runic catgut. You have runic catgut. Let's buy 1,000. Because we could always do with lots. And we made a sale of Critical Strike. Our first sale of the evening. There we go, neaten my bags up, and now we can head back to the auction house. I'm going to keep an eye on the auctions, I think, between doing my braces. Especially, well, not everything, because it takes a long while to go through now. So I'm just going to try and get my enchants. Oh, going okay. So what did you sell to get your 500k, Zephyric? Was it enchanting, or was it transmog, or other crafting? And oh, let's try our restocking option. TSM groups, restock selected groups. Why hasn't that come through as my critical? Oh, because I had one in my bags already. Here we go, there's one there. I remember now. Post scan. Put that on. And then we're going to do a cancel scan, but just our enchants. Have a look. Because I'm usually going to get undercut on a few things here. Including myself. I'm missing a few tomes actually, looking at that. I have to stock up on a few of those. I'll do that manually because I need to check the prices of those. Let's go back in here and do a post scan. Those on. Right. Now what did I have tome wise? Where's my tomes gone? There we go. We've got Draenor and Outland at the moment. And with dual crafting and okay, you cut them for a profit. Dual crafting, I hear, does make some money, so that's one to look into as well. So yes, and if someone's reset the market, then get in there whilst you can, whilst it's a profit. Definitely good idea. I'm finding with a few of them, like Ancient Priestesses, they often go below profit price for me, and then I just wait until someone else resets them because they're quite slow sellers. Ah, another 2 Marks of the Claw just sold. Have to restock on those. And TSM groups, restock selected. Now that was easy. And then restart post scan. And they're on. Well, that was really easy. Right. Okay. Tomes we were looking at. Tomes. I have Draenor and Outland. What else could I make that will make me a decent profit? Azeroth. If I have some Essence of Undeath. Have a look. Essence of Undeath. I'll do expecting 206. And there's some for... I need 2. But they're all a good price, so I'm going to buy just the 2 actually, and I'll leave that 1 so other people can undercut it lower. I'll do these one at a time because it's good to just keep an eye on the prices of the materials for the tomes. Sometimes they can go a bit haywire. Let's make one of those. That'll be 3,000 profit. The other ones, what else are we missing? Let's have a look. Tomes. Draenor, Outland, Pandaria we're missing. And Northrend we're missing. Now, Let's have a look. We need dream shards and abyss crystals for these. Dream shard. Got any of those? Yeah, there's a few of those. We just need a couple. And we've got a few at a decent price. Take a few whilst they're low. Take one more. There we are, and abyss crystal. Abyss crystal. We need 10. Would be 2 gold. Well, that's 23 gold, so that's a lot higher. I can only get 4. As it's quite a low margin, still give me profit, I think. 2,700. How much will it cost me to buy those? Oh, they're individual, so that's alright. I might need a few of them. Buy those. And Pandaria. And now Wild Jade, I remember being a difficult one to get here. Wild, because everyone cuts it. And now someone also said Wild Jade Exact just gives me just the Wild Jade, not all the different cut varieties of them. And Wild Jade, if I queue this one as well, 393 is the price we're thinking of. The 565 is quite a bit higher. I only need 2. What's that? Was it 393, 560, 160, 300 off my profit? There's still a profit on that, so I think we're going to be okay just buying 2, even though they're overpriced. And Imperial Amethyst, the other thing. Imperial Amethyst. How do you spell amethyst? Now if we do the same thing, exact. Amethyst / exact. Okay, we just see the one. Now you're expecting these to be 126. So they're extra. We need 2 of these again, so this is going to cut my profits a little bit more on the Pandaria by a few hundred. So instead of being 2,400 profit, it's going to be more likely to be 1,400 profit, I think. I prefer to craft at the moment rather than farming. I tend to find running around like old transmog dungeons and things like that tend to... Well, it's nice if I haven't done the instance before, but then doing it again and again and again gets a bit boring for me. And I also find that transmog sales are so slow compared to all the crafting sales that I like to get more immediate sales. So I find it's too slow for me. So I don't tend to do farming. I tend to do... I mean, I'm just doing the two... I'm just doing enchanting and supporting that with tailoring. So I'm not even doing all the crafting. I haven't got my alts up to a decent level yet. So these are my 2 tomes. Exactly, yes, you do need a lot of transmog. I mean, like thousands. Because people tend to say, I've heard, that it's like you expect one thing to sell a month. So therefore, in order to see daily sales, you have to have hundreds, if not thousands of things on. Which for me, just fill up my... I mean, doing all those... Imagine doing all those cancel scans and all those... posting on 1,000 items. Crazy. But some people like to do it. Fire and forget, probably. I mean, I've got quite a lot of stuff since Gumdrops kindly gave me the contents of his old guild bank. Just trying a few things out. There's still loads left. Let's do a cancel scan whilst we're here, just on the enchants. That's been bid on. A couple of undercuts. Let's confirm those 12. Pick those up in the mail. Open them up. Then put those back on. Hey, Death by Throw. Welcome. Welcome. I did a shout out to you in my latest YouTube video because I now have a crafting operation. Thanks to your suggestion. And it makes it so much easier to restock on my enchants. I just got 2 simply done, but here we go. TSM groups, restock selected items. We need some arcana, so let's lay shatter. You're welcome. Thank you for suggesting it. I eventually get round to doing things. I'm a bit slow, but I do. When they're useful, I do make good use of them. Thank you, Zefric. I hope it's useful. I try and just post things up as I learn them myself because I'm starting small and growing slowly. So if I left it all for later, then I'd forget it all. So if I post little and often as I learn, then hopefully other people can learn too. Because not everyone's an expert at everything. So you've got to start somewhere. 2 intellects on. We're getting some good sales at the moment. My gold hasn't gone up much because I've been buying a lot of stock. Speaking of which, let's make some more. Those need to go to my bank. I'll put them over there so I remember. That there, put that down there. Put that down there. Actually no, let's make room over this side. Keep my cat gut all together. There we go, that looks better. Is the gather window. Ah yes, now I've tried that a few times, the gather window, and I got caught out a few times by not looking at the prices of things. So I've been a bit cautious going back into it because sometimes the price it thinks it is and the price I get is wildly different. I end up overspending, and I think it doesn't take account of things you might have in your bank, so it'll tell you to gather it rather than collect it from your bank. At least that was the last time I looked at it. It might have changed. Let's make braces. Silkweed braces. There we go. So there. Wait for this to fill up. Yeah, maybe I need to look at the gather window again, because it was it is useful for just, I'm sure it is when you've got lots and lots of things, you just need to buy up and buy up. Yes, the rank 3 embraces. It took me ages to get that. I was just kept on checking the world quests and the world quests. I thought it was bugged for me or something. But yeah, once you get the rank 3 braces, it's a very good combo, definitely. Because you only need 9. And I think it's the same with leatherworking, which is the next thing I need to think about. That was very lucky of you, Drazinus. It took me ages to get the rank 3 braces. Tailoring I've found really does go well with enchanting. Like I'm doing exactly here, just turning all these braces into Leylight, because that makes Leylight cheaper than I can currently buy it for, which means more profits. More profits means more gold. And also I get the bloods as well. Yeah, I wish so too. It's some of the world quests are really slow in coming up, and it's kind of like stopping you from. I guess they like to put some sort of time gate in there so that not everyone can get everything straight away. But yeah, the rank 3 braces are annoying. Yes, that's right. When you're at the start, it's. I mean, like the whole thing with the artifact knowledge. That's a good example that you don't need that now so much. Whereas at the beginning, it was useful to kind of slow people's progress down. So yeah, definitely they should make, especially either the rep ones or I mean, I've got a load of rank 3s that I can't get because they're all Emerald Nightmare raids, and I just don't do them often enough. Or they're mythic dungeons, like the Warden's one, which I haven't gotten yet either. So there's still some rank 3s enchantings that I'm missing. Luckily, I can still make a profit on it though. There we go. All our braces done. Let's disenchant these. And hopefully get a few more bloods. Only got 7 bloods left. Hopefully I get at least a couple of bloods out of this, if not 3. I'm lucky. Yeah, it'd be nice if they open some stuff up sort of later on in the expansion so that anyone coming late to it, or someone who hasn't, you know, got a lot of time to grind out reputation or do world quests that are rare, can catch up. Some sort of catch-up mechanic would be really useful. I've not done any. I skipped through Pandaria, and there's loads of Pandaria stuff, tailoring recipes that I haven't got. At some point, I'm going to have to go back there and try and do it. Oh, it's got a blood. Here we go. All our braces. Just 1 blood so far. We're at 8. See if we can get to 10 after this lot. We're at 9. What's the matter? Meow meow. That's talking to me. With Spirit of Harmony. What's Spirit of Harmony? Not heard of that one. Is it like a reputation thing you can get? Or maybe a daily quest? Ah, right, okay. Okay. So can you actually buy Spirit of Harmony if it's BOE? Ooh, there goes another blood. Right, up to 11 bloods now. That's good. So maybe I don't need to, maybe I can just get some Spirit of Harmony and then get the... this face a rub. Okay, so Mote of Harmony is 1 spirit. Okay. So I could buy that and then use that to buy the recipes. Might be worth stocking up on some. That's that lot done. I'm going to pop those back in my bank just to open up a couple more slots. Pop this in this bank.
Hey there.
And that can go in there.
See you later.
Daily cooldowns. Okay, so it's still kind of like a slight recipes index. Okay. Have a look at this. I have to control click it. There we go. Ah, okay. Look up recipes. Okay, so this is ones that I'm missing, is it? Down. Region. European. Realm. Got a song. Okay. Tailoring. Oh my god. Oh dear. That's really useful though. Or bagnon. Oh, for putting all the bags in one place. Major strength. World drops classic. So the greyed out ones are ones I've got. Is that right? Red linen robe. Oh no. That I've got that one. So the greyed out ones are the ones I haven't got. Okay. Some of these. Royal Moon Shroud. Okay. That's really useful. Thank you for that. And Death by Throw, that's really useful. That's you can see there's a lot of things I need to okay. And then you can, it's a bit like the Undermine journal. And then tells you which ones you can do. Okay, that's really useful, thank you. It looks like I've got a lot of catching up to do. I guess the other thing to see if they actually sell. I guess the completionist in me would want to collect them all anyway. Is that cancelling? Oh, there is nothing to cancel. Okay, how are my auctions looking? What have you got coming through? We've got a few sales. Restart. If we do a post scan, tell me my incoming gold is 11,000. And total value of your auctions is 712,000. That's pretty good. Right. Let's make another batch of bracers. There we are. Yes, I don't use Bagnon because I like to keep all my bags sort of separate in a way, and I can visually see what goes where, and I can put things in one side and just remind myself what do I need and what do I don't need. But yeah, it probably would take up less screen if I use Bagnon. I'm just going to make another batch of bracers, try and get my ley light and blood stocks higher. swap those rounds because they should be that way around. But you can certainly see, whilst I'm doing that, see all these recipes I could do with learning. Ah, show your work. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome on board. So what have we got? World drops. We've got classic dungeons. And area raids. They could be quite useful. Some vendor things I could probably do with doing here. Addy bags. Ah, okay. So I could do set up little filters just to have certain areas for certain things. That would be quite good. I'll have to look into that. We sold something. Neck mark of something. I'll do a restock of that once I've done this lot. We have a few sales in tonight. Let's have a look. That came in, huh? Addy bag. Oh, okay. So automatically you can like categorize it. Ah, interesting. That's quite cool. I might have to install that. Right. A whole lot of bracers here. I've still got a load of silk left. They should at least get me a few more bloods, if nothing else. Right. Okay, disenchanting time. Oh, we start with the blood and a sale. The claws are selling well tonight. Another mark of the claw sold. Seems to be a good seller at the moment. Used to be the mastery rings were my best seller. Other stuff comes in sort of like bursts, I found. Seems to be Mark of the Claw's turn to be a good seller. Cloaks sold for a while. The enchantment cloaks, not the actual tailoring cloaks. Those are terrible. But I did sell one today, so can't be that terrible. One sale is still one sale. For like 12,000 gold, I think it was. Not bad for a cloak. Lots of ley light. Oh, here we go. Just as I say, lots of ley light, we get a blood. What else have we got? Another 2 bags to do. Probably get another couple of batches out of the rest of that silk, I'd say. I'm looking at it. And another blood. I'm on EU, Zephyric. How about yourself? Are you EU or NA? Or a different one? If you're on NA, then God bless your token prices. If you're on EU, wow, that hurts. About 260,000 at the moment, I think. I haven't looked lately. Is Destiny 2 out yet? Might be. You're on EU as well. Okay. Yeah, it can. I think it depends on. It really depends on your server and if you can find a niche on that particular server. Obviously, I struck lucky with this server and this niche of Enchanting, but I'm sure each server will have its own little area where you could excel at. I guess if you're NA, then you just don't need to make as much gold to buy your tokens. And if you're on the Asia servers, then God, the prices are even higher there. And another blood. At least we're stocking up on bloods. That's the main thing. I do struggle to get enough bloods because I don't do a lot of heroics or dungeons or anything other than the odd world quest when I see it pop up, and my boon of the blood hunter when that procs, and then on all these disenchants the other way. Right, that's that done, and let's do another cancel scan. Everything seems okay. What's gone below minimum price? Binding of Haste has. That's unfortunate. That's no longer a profit at 1710. The Binding of Haste. Currently got it at 647. The prices of all the rings gone down of late. Now obviously what's my manual arcana price at the moment? 18. And that's based off of silk prices, which are currently they're quite good at 492. If I go into my spreadsheet that I've got, what's my current price? I'm thinking of 6. Gives me an arcana price of 18. That's what I've set. Yeah, 18. So effectively the price is less. I wonder. Oh, that's why. They've got 14, 1800, and I've automatically gone underneath them. And that 1997, so that's a whole 200 drop there. And then the next big drop's here. If I wanted to reset this market, I would probably need to go at least up to there to take all the 70% out, which would be doable except for this one, 14 of them, which is pretty pricey. I don't think Hastes. Yes, they got a 0.52 sale rate, so I could resell them. That's going to cost me quite a lot to buy those 14. I don't actually have a lot of money at the moment. I'm going to have to leave those. How's the silk price looking though whilst we're here? Any bargains come along? Oh wow, look at that. Everything's gone right down to 1 gold. Those are definite bargains there. I'll take those 2. I'm going to leave that 1 on. I'm going to take that stack of 8. That and 60 and 12. And let's take those on as well. And I'll leave those 3 lots of 1 on. Yeah. Cheap silk is definitely good, because that means cheap ley light and cheap arcana. I'm definitely in a better price there for silk. How's Chaos Crystals doing? About 169, 174. What's my average of Chaos Crystals? 180. So let's take that stack of 64 and take those 2 stacks of 5. Definitely. Right. I never did restock on that enchant there. Pick all these up. So a few more silks, a few more chaos crystals, and what do I need to restock on? TSM groups, restock. 1 mark of the claw, 1 binding of haste. So sessions, lay shatter, create all. Let's make our arcana. That 5,900 gold collected there. There we go. Howdy gumdrops. Good evening to you, sir. We are having fun restocking with crafting operations. And coughing. And making braces because silk prices have gone back down. So I'm making the most of it at the moment. Now let's check my silk prices. So my average is now 475, which is definitely warrants changing my materials price back down to what it was, which was 15 gold. Anything under 5 would be 15 gold for that. And ley light would then be not 54, 45. So if we reset those prices down now, then when I do a post scan, I imagine my, what have we got? Ancient Priestess has now gone below price. What have we got there? 1 for 3,000. You could buy that and then go up to 3,200. It is just one of them. Problems with Ancient Priestesses is they sell so slowly compared to everything else. I've still got one left after the last time I did this. But I don't like to see one just left there on its own, because everyone else will then come underneath and undercut that one. Let's buy it. Ancient Priest S. Just the one. As it's just the one, that should be alright. Right. Okay. Back to braces. Silk braces. Great all. Alright, getting there. We're nearly using up our stock. Stocking up on our ley light. And bloods are at 15 at the moment. So, not healthy. Above 50 would be healthy. But still. 15 keeps me... It's only the cloaks that I use them for, so... That should keep me going alright. The next thing to investigate should be setting up material prices to reference your purchase price of silk. Yes, I could do that, couldn't I? Because I've got the smart average turned on, so I would need to do like a small mathematical operation on the price, because I've got that in my spreadsheet. It's the same, so it's basically converting my spreadsheet formula of silk price, and then that's silk price times 9, and then that's silk price times 9 divided by 3 effectively. So I could do the same in TSM, couldn't I? As a sort of like a, what have we got? Crafting, materials, Arcana. I'd need to find the, except some cell would be average by item. So I need to find the item ID of silk, which I can get from the Undermine journal. That would tell me, wouldn't it? And then I could use, okay, so average by times 9. Let's find the ID of silk. Undermine journal. And what have we got? Tailoring. Find it this way. Silk. And there was a TSM thing here, wasn't there? They added it in. TSM ID. There we go. TSM. So assuming item 124437 is silk. Maybe. So if we did, what have we got? Daylight shard. So it would be average by times 9. Times or a plus? Times. Times 9. And that's what did we think it was? 124437. 124437. So the custom price of Leylight is average buy of the silk times 9, we reckon. Which comes out 45. It must have not done that. Try that again. Average buy 124437 times 9. Okay. And close. And yeah, we've got Leylight shards are coming in at 3610. So let's check that against my smart average price of silk, which is currently 401. In my, let's say that was 4, then braces into Leylight would be 36. And we're saying 36. Awesome. Yay, it works. Thanks, Gumdrops. So then Arcana price. Let's just do a copy and paste. Can't remember what I typed. Leylight shard. Let's copy that. Arcana price is the same, but also divided by 3, because you get 3. There's probably some other bit of way I can do that. 9 divided by 3 would just be times 3, wouldn't it? But let's keep them out of my head. 254. It should be 12. It should be, not 254. Oh no, I was looking at the wrong one. 12. Yeah. So Arcana should be 12, which is that, and Ley Light should be 36. Cool. Well, there we go. That's more accurate profits, definitely. Thanks, Gumdrops. Now I've got to disenchant them all. So it is effectively just like dynamic and accurate. Boom. It is just like a spreadsheet, really, isn't it? I mean, if you a bit weird like me and you like spreadsheets and formulas, then TSM is perfect. So now, basically, my price of Arcana and Ley Light are just based off of my silk price, which the smart average is just the silk that I've got left. Whatever I've got left dictates the price of what I'm going to make next, which obviously dictates what the profit is. That's awesome. But it's getting to the point now where I don't really need my spreadsheet. It was really useful to start off with just to try and understand what was going on. Now that I've got that, and I can translate it into TSM, even better. How are we doing for bloods? 16. Hi, Mr. Honkit. Yes, spreadsheets are still good for understanding things. I wouldn't want to completely get rid of my spreadsheet. It was there to help me understand right at the beginning. And I'm sure I'll need it again. There's no point doing stuff unless you actually understand what it's doing underneath. And that way you can check it and verify it. Like I did just then, I used the spreadsheet to verify my TSM prices. Ooh, we're getting some good bloods coming in. Plus you can import TSM data into your spreadsheet. Ah, that's an idea. No chaos crystals yet. I've got plenty, so I'm not too concerned. The bloods I'm after. Come on, bloods. I want to get to at least 20. Thank you very much. There's one. Thank you, random number Jesus. There we go. 20. Lovely. And let's get a chaos crystal out of one of these 3 purples coming up. Just to round off a nice batch. Can I say the second one? Hey, it's the second one. It's a chaos crystal. Now a legendary, please. Oh, a sale. That'll do. I was pushing my luck with the legendary. Right. Let's do it here. We've done that. Do it. Cancel scan of my enchants. Good timing. That's that. Oh, we've got a few expireds. I've started putting some of your stuff on the auction house gumdrops. I've made a group in TSM. I called it Gumdrop Stuff. I put a whole load of things on there, see if they sell. Sold a few of the ores so far. Yeah, the dark iron that sold quite quickly. Some of the stuff is going below. It's below market average. I've set it to about 70%, so I might as well hold on to it if it's not selling. Auctioning post scan. Those on. Do I need to make anything else? I don't think so. Oh, just a critical strike. Lay shatter that. There we go. And we can post that on. Incoming gold 19,000. That's not too bad. That's mainly on critical strikes, the claws, 3 claws, 2 critical strikes, and 1 ancient priestess. Yes, everyone should get into the tailoring enchanting markets. It's well, when you got profit margins like this, you should, and profit margins like that, and some of these. There's room for plenty of fellow enchanters. I'll see if my emote works actually. How does that work? I don't know if it works. How do I do it? Let's try. Samadan. Head. It didn't work. Something like that. How do I put in my no, that doesn't work either. I made myself a little emote icon. I don't know what the command is to make it appear in chat. Maybe I have to look that one up. Or something like that. Maybe I have to click on the thing in Twitch itself. Yeah, I got myself all set up. I did indeed. Still. Oh, is the emote on your side? Okay. Was it the first one or the second one? Wasn't sure if it worked. The first one. Okay, cool. Thank you. I haven't made the other two yet, but I thought I'd start and get at least one going. There's still lots and lots to learn. How do I get my enchants back? Because I've lost my clickability. Move that over a little bit and I go behind it. There we go. It is. I just made it up. There we go. So, braces. More braces. Keep losing them. There we go. You tired? What am I going to do with these two? Put them over there. There we go. Alright, braces. Probably not too many of them. And we've got 74. It's probably the last batch. So what happens to my price, smart average price, when I don't have any silk? Because we're currently at 369. 368. So it's going down based on the ones I bought. I guess I'm going to have a few left because it's not going to be exactly 9 unless I'm unlucky. So that could be interesting to see what happens. It'll use all previous purchases. Oh, okay. I wondered what would happen. Because it's going down. So it must be remembering the cheapest ones I had as well. Because I bought some for 1 gold something. So that should work. Alright, you can come past. Oh, okay. Nothing to see here. Hello, cat. Oh, the cat's jumped. Where's the cat? The cat jumped a mile. Okay. How are we doing? So we're down to 343. 341. Hopefully, I can get some more silk at a decent price and get myself some more bloods coming. So up to 20, which is pretty good. $1 million light parchment bought. Inscription feels stupid, this expansion. Oh god. How many light parchments have I bought? Can't see mine behind the chat. But yeah, I've bought a few just for my tomes, I think. Yeah, I don't think inscription's done that well compared to something like jewel crafting. Enchanting seems to be the winner. In tailoring, I'm not really doing for bags, so I'm not making the most of it either because I'm not doing the old world stuff. Yeah. Is an inscription working out for you, Gumdrops? What sort of stuff do you make with inscription? Is it the gems? Oh, 2 bloods. Yeah, I have been tempted with the Hexweave bag, Sephric, but the whole going back to the garrison thing just puts me off every time. Planet changing tomes, glyphs, and Vantus runes. Oh, okay. I guess there's a, as long as there was a whoops. Yeah, I'm always late to the game, so don't worry about that. I mean, I'm so late to the game. The next expansion's nearly out. But still, even when you're late to the game, there's still something to be learned and something to be made a profit out of. Right, so we're doing all right for bloods now. We made a good amount of silk into braces, into leylight. What have I got? At least 400 leylight now, which is good. Also missed the 200 stat gem train day. I feel your pain. I was there when I saw the shadow weave masks coming in, and I went over there to try and pick up the recipe, but I wish I'd had it already and I could make some shadow weave masks. I've got the recipe now though. I should make some more shadow weave masks. It's on your second account. I haven't quite worked up to 2 accounts yet. I'm finding it hard enough finding a second time to play a second character. I've got a demon hunter at about 106, 107. And I've got a death knight. Then I've got a horde troll druid that I played with my son for a bit, but because he wanted to play horde, but I want him to be alliance now, so I might have to do a faction change on him. I like the healers. Last lot of Leylight. Not expecting any bloods through this. Certainly haven't got any chaos crystals. Still got, how many silks that left? 8 silk left. I'll check the price on that once this is done. We're going to be on most profitable day for a long time. Yes, that's what I've been doing with my demon hunters effort. The invasions, just to level up. He's got the gathering professions at the moment, herbalism and mining, until I can decide what to do with him. So my smart average price of silk is $3.95. That's pretty good. Put that over that side. I don't think it's being used. And let's have a look at. Well, let's see if there's any more silk on. So we've got the ones I left at 1 gold. Dude, that's a new one, I think. That stack of 2. I'll take that one. And I'll leave the rest on. And chaos crystals. I'll leave that one at 169. Out of interest, what is the price of Arcana right now? 15 is the lowest there. And my Arcana, it won't tell me the price here. It'll be when I go into my Enchanting. And if I make a queue up something, so my Arcana price is actually at 11 at the moment, as opposed to 15 on the auction house. And Leylight Shard price is 35, and on here, greetings Ignis, welcome to the stream. We're just discussing the prices of Arcana and Leylight and how silk has made it a lot cheaper. The 45 is there, and my Leynight's 35. Okay, there's an option to display your material price in your tooltips. Right, okay, so let's go into features, options, and tooltip options, crafting, show material cost in tooltip. Look at that. Like a wealth of TSM knowledge come drops. Clear queue. So if we now go on to our things, mat cost 35. Look at that. Awesome. There we go. I've learnt 2 amazing things today. And I learnt about setting up the crafting earlier. I've now put into action. And I've worked out all the pricings for my materials now based on silk. We would have a problem indeed, Mr. Honkit, if Gumdrops couldn't answer it. There we go. So I've learnt loads tonight so far. Been brilliant. Such a small market, it'd be very easy to set up a shopping list. Ah, okay. Although there's something I like about when I'm shopping, of leaving one on at the lowest price. Like I've left this one here. I've done that manually. Would I be able to do that with a shopping list? Because I really like being able to do that, so that the next person who comes in and automatically undercuts goes under. That would be handy. I've done it with the Chaos Crystal as well. I left that one on at 169 just to keep me keep it pushing it lower. Got some few sales coming in. Okay, you can do that. It's the same UI, but it'll display items based on your maximum price rather than everything listed. If I will leave one cheap, someone will snipe it immediately on my server. Yeah. Time to stock up your mats to 5,000. Yes, because of the raid coming out, isn't it? That's coming soon. I'm wondering about that because I wonder what I should do is get myself a leather worker up, because of the silk isn't. If that's not my only option, then I could. Where is it? So it's stone hide, isn't it? Stone hide leather. That's the same 9 stone hide into a bracer. Oh, I need to do that /exact thing. /exact. There we go. See, stone hide leather is also less than 5. So I could be buying this lot of stone hide if I had a leather worker, and also getting ley light and arcana on the cheap. Still waiting for the invitation to do some leather farming. And you only need level 103 to do the leather shovel. Okay. Oh wow, okay. I've not done multi-boxing. I did it a long time ago with EverQuest, and that was only with 2 characters. I've seen Breg do it on his videos, but oh, okay. Leather work to do the shuffle. Let's have a look. Fashion shuffling. Oh yes, I remember looking at this. Law for the land. After you learn the pattern, it's time to queue up for Dark Heart Thicket, which drops from Shade of Xavier's. Oh, it's 100%. Oh, that's good. Because I need to go there for my enchanting recipes as well. Okay. So I need to do the leatherworking quest line. Now I have got my Demon Hunter at 107, so that's a definite option, I think. Maybe I should switch my Demon Hunter to a skinning. The thing is, I don't actually enjoy playing as a Demon Hunter. I'm more of a healer person. But I guess, I only need to play him just to get the one Shade of Xavius. If I can go DPS, that could work, couldn't it? There's an idea forming. Yeah, I mean, I guess they're good characters for alts because you can get them up to level 100 quite easy. Yeah, exactly. You just play the characters that you enjoy, but yeah, definitely I think I'd just keep the Demon Hunter as a mule for something. But whatever he does, I think needs to be kind of in character slightly. Because at the moment he's running around hitting rocks and picking up flowers, which doesn't really seem very Demon Hunter-y. So I think maybe skinning and, or maybe not skinning, maybe yeah, I might have to do that and then get my Demon Hunter over. Start stocking up because that is quite cheap, isn't it? 398, 3 stacks of 200. Let's do it. Gumdrop says to stock up. I'm doing it. I think I'll go for a few of these. You got masking with your laser beam eyes. That would be funny. Right, let's take the 50 at 4. That should get me started. And I'll leave that one of 396 at 11. Maybe take that one of 80. No, let's leave that. Oh no, let's take it. There we go. I don't use CKS, no. I wasn't sure whether it was. Some people have said like it might be against terms of service, so I kind of steered clear of it. But I don't mind sort of like hanging out and chatting with people whilst doing it. So, like I did with the braces just then, it wasn't that bad. Right. So stone hide leather. There we go. That's to get me started. Now I should set up a mailing operation to send that. It's a new version. Oh, okay. Once you get to a very large scale. Okay. That's, yeah, I remember Ootspy's been on my stream. He's been very helpful. Okay. Now, I need to send this to my Demon Hunter. Now, I have got some mailing operations already set up. Mailing. Mail to Samadan. Now I need to set up a group. Let's make a group for leather. New group. Let's call it leather. Definitely offering within terms, so it's one harder action, one input. Okay, so it's not like you'd be AFK. Okay. Let's add that. And then make a Operation. Mailing. New operation. Send to Earthen. Okay. Yes. Target player. Earthen. Okay. There we go. I think that's done. Okay. Well, that's justification all I need then, Ignis. So if we then do deselect leather, now select the group, and off it goes. Let's just test that and have a look at my Demon Hunter and see if it's come in. He's 107, my Demon Hunter. Right, and you are quite handily standing right next to a mailbox. Yep, open all mail. Very wait for my user interface to come in. Cool, and there's the leather, ready for him to learn leather working. And you also got some leather trousers. What's that? Cord of the Peerless. You send that to Samadan to sell. Send the mail. Samadan. Send that back. Anything else that's worth sending? Sangrite. Might as well. Whatever that's probably come from your. And gem chip, that's when you try dual crafting. Is that worth anything? It's worth a little bit. Okay, let's send those back. There we go. So where would we do... What have we got professions wise now? We've got the gathering ones. Professions. Let's get rid of these two. They're used mostly for cooking, are they? Okay. Unlearn these. And let's do leatherworking, which will be somewhere in here. What have we got? Things of the past. Legendary leathers. I'll be in here then. I'm just skinning. Should we do skinning as well? Do you think? We just do leather working.
What brings you here?
Skin deep. Welcome, Earthern. It is an honor to be working with someone of your caliber. In order for us to begin our work together, we must first need to collect some materials. Recognize are home to many strange exotic creatures, which interesting hides to experiment with. We'll need scales to make mail armor with as well. Let's go and collect the materials. Acquire 20 stone hide leather and 5 storm scales. If you are not a skinner, you may acquire them at the auction house or other players. Storm scales. Okay. I wonder if I ought to be a skinner as well then, just because I'm going to be running around anyway.
They'll not
Seems to pair nicely with it.
What brings you here?
Let's train. Seems to fit with the demon hunter skinning things,
Ancestors watch.
like Predator. Anything else we need up here? No. Ah, that's another good point actually. Getting some bloods as well. Yeah, I think I'll do the skinning as well. Where are we? Tank at the moment. Tech. Professions. So skinning and leatherworking. There we go. Just check there's no invasions on at the moment. No. You're doing all right. I think I won't start the leatherworking tonight because that's a rabbit hole I have to save for another time when I've got a bit more time. I think I'm going to just check my auction house one last time and then I'll probably finish the stream up. I've got work tomorrow. Right, let's do one last big. Oh, let's pick up the multiple items we got. No, we don't want to disenchant these. Although the value is 66. No, let's leave that. It probably needs to go into a group of single cell misc. Let's pop that on. Sangrite, what's that used for? Yes, it could be. Where was it? The Moonfall leggings. The 780. I'm not sure some of these things are worth. Gem chips in the cooking. Let's add that on just for now. Black Magi boots. Where were the Moonfall cord of the Peerless? There it is. See you, Mr. Honkit. Thank you for stopping by. Right. Let's do a big cancel scan. Select all groups. Cancel scan. There's a few things that have probably been undercut on, and there's a few things that aren't going to sell because they're below my minimum price. I'll just leave those to expire, I think, and then decide what I'm going to do with those next. A lot of this is your stuff, gumdrops, that I've just put on. Some of it's still okay though. Unless I change my threshold to under 70%. 70% I think I'm at the moment for those. I may go lower. Not many undercuts on that. few. Let's cancel those ones. That ice hole guy is a goblin too. Oh right, okay. So a long-term goblin as well. Well-born male, 54. No, let's keep that. I think. Minimum price at 2. Take that 30% into account. What do you mean, Fro? I'm not sure. Take what 30% into account? We had. Yes, 70%. Yes, that's. Yeah, it's not 30%. Yeah, it's at 70%. I got a bit confused there. I'm glad Gumdrops was on the ball. Yeah, I've got it set to 70%. DB market average. But there's an option to adjust how much your bid is compared to your buyout. Oh, okay. Yes, I think mine's at 96% or something like that. I got it my bid's quite close to 100%. I know it defaults to 100%. There we go. That's those on. Let's do a quick last check for silk prices. Oh look, someone's put on 30 at 166. Pick those up. And let's have a look at Stonehide leather. Still at 3. Let's take the 11 at 395. Classic indeed. Just chipping underneath that margin. And 189 chaos crystals at. I think, what's my average on chaos at the moment? 179. The prices are quite good at the moment. Quite wide ranging, there's not many of them. What I'll do is I'll just take 7 of those 8 and leave that one on. There we are. Looks a bit neater. Right. Just pick up my mail so that we're got empty bags. Got some more Stonehide leather. So we need to do a mail selected groups. There we go. Excellent. That was a fun evening. Thank you very much everyone for keeping me company, and thank you for all the advice. Time to repost my auctions. Yes. Thanks for the advice. I've got some extra accurate prices now, and I've got some links to follow and some more stuff to learn, which is brilliant. I enjoy learning more stuff, so thank you everyone. Have a lovely evening everyone, and I hope you make lots of gold overnight. And until next time, thanks Gumdrops. See you next time. /wave. There we go. I don't have a set schedule at the moment, Death by Throat, but I'm trying maybe Monday evenings, maybe Wednesday evenings, and then probably sometime at the weekend, maybe like a Saturday evening. I'm trying it out. I'm trying to fit it in around my work schedule at the moment, and obviously family. That's kind of a loose schedule for now, and then we'll see how it goes. But yes, there we go. Thank you, everyone. Have a lovely evening, and I bid you good night.